let's move on to the next the next bit of news. So this week, Spencer Eldon, the baby on the cover of Nirvana's 1991 album Nevermind, well, he's 30 years old now, and he was only 4 months when he appeared on the album cover. But he's actually suing Nirvana, and his lawsuit says defendants intentionally commercially marketed Spencer's pornography and leveraged the shocking nature of his image to promote themselves and their music at his expense. He's trying to get $150,000 in damages from each of the people named, and the people named are Geffen Records, drummer Dave Grohl, bassist Chris Novoselic, photographer Kirk Weedle, and of course Courtney Love, and the executor of Kurt Cobain's estate. The photographer was actually a friend of the baby's parents, yeah. But Eldon's lawyer says, saying that with the image of the dollar on the front cover, it makes the baby resemble a sex worker. And he also says that the parents never signed a release form and with a bit of paper that allows his image to be used. And his parents were only given $200. And the court papers say that Geffen Records said that a sticker was going to be used over the private parts, but it wasn't.
It was in certain stores, wouldn't stock it back in the day when it was released.
And Spencer, he claims that the whole experience gave him extreme and permanent emotional distress. So we can see him as a baby on the front cover there.
As the resident Nirvana nerd, it didn't stop him appearing on the Classic Albums DVD, did it? And it didn't stop him recreating the shoot, and it didn't stop him turning up at Comic Cons asking for his, pay to get his signature.
Yeah, and and charge for photos. The guy is a prick.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I get Dave's stance is if a lawyer came up to you and said, I can get you X for something that happened and we can go at this angle, and he's such a money grabbing twat that he probably
do you genuinely think he's gonna win?
No.
Well, I think the stuff that they've reported on in the press, about the mental stress and whatever, they always put that in. But I actually think the fact that him or the family were not paid for the picture and they never got a model release form, I think that actually holds more weight in terms of having a law case.
Management on the photographer and the record label, isn't it?
Why didn't these parents say 30 years ago, why are you using a picture of my baby?
Maybe they didn't know their rights. Maybe they hadn't had some legal advice, and at the end of the day, maybe the parents don't care, but it is him, and later in life as he's an adult, he can probably go, hang on a minute, they never paid me for that picture, I could get some cash out of that. So
yeah,
it is a bit unfair to, one of the most famous babies on an album cover, the parents or him didn't get any model release rights. I mean, that's standard.
It is, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't he have just asked?
Well, not the baby. He was only little.
Why was I never paid for this? I want handout.
Well, I think that's what it is.
It's a good timing, isn't it? Well, it's going to be in the public conscious of Nevermind's 30 years old now, and it's in the, I was going to say zeitgeist, but that's the wrong word.
Well, I haven't read the exact court papers, but I'd imagine that the emotional distress part and all of that is just kind of put in at the end, and the press are picking up on that, making more of a big deal about that. I can't imagine the emotional stress is the main crux of the
legalities probably do stand up. The non-disclosure agreement or whatever. I mean, when my kids have done stuff, because George and Lily were both child models, and George appeared in loads of football programs wearing baby grows with Celtic top on or something, and that was all signed off and stuff, so it could be used and all that kind of stuff. Standard. Back in 1991 in LA, when they were rushing an album out, they probably thought, oh yeah, we'll get them in. It's.
They also didn't expect it to sell anywhere near as much as it did.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the thing in the Nirvana story is something like, if we do really well with the video on MTV and everybody works really hard at the label, in about 12 months, we might have gone gold if we're lucky, And it was why is that playing again?
Don't know, just turning it down, putting it on in the background while we talk. Carry on.
Okay. Freaked me out. No, it was the fact that the album no one expected it to change the face of music like it did. So yeah, probably there was a kind of a few of I hope that doesn't come back to bite us on the arse at the record label.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, I'm in two minds about it. The way it's been reported, I think it looks worse than it is. I think if you actually took the case on a more legal footing, I think it has some merit to it, and I don't blame him. I don't think he's an idiot for doing it, but I know different opinions. Ricky immediately jumped in with the
sorry, mate, but this is just total fucking bollocks. No, I do not give a fuck what anyone says. I don't care what angle you come at. It is bollocks. Go away. Just go away, you money-grabbing cunt. Go away. Total bollocks. There is no fucking case here. Total bollocks. Can we move on?
Ricky the lawyer. We should have a section, Ricky the lawyer.
If he came in and said, I've got a case, I'm going to sue Nirvana because they used my picture 30 years ago and suddenly I'm affected by it, I'd sue him.
I got the chance of making some money, like, you know.
I'll start on OnlyFans. I have.
Oh, dear.
Did you say that you'd not made any money off that though, because they'd stopped doing pornography or whatever?
No, they've changed their mind now.
Oh, Janice just put "Let's get Flossie" on a.
I was looking at that. I actually think that's not a bad idea.
She's our number one fan, our original and youngest fan.
We should have to take a picture of her in the bath or so. How they make it look really cheap, like Flossie in a bath
with a potato in front of her,
with a 1p coin. Oh dear. So we got lots of people agreeing with Ricky and saying Ricky should be a judge. Rachel Wood says with Rickster on this one, he's a money grabber. So another
ridiculous
frivolous
case.
Lawsuit from Sharon there.
I'm always going to be touchy because it's Nirvana, isn't it? It's like
So right, let's move on to.
You know what I'm like though. I've always said this. I see bullshit as bullshit, and this is bullshit.
That's why I brought it up. I knew it would make an interesting conversation, especially with you, Rick.
Someone's saying Ricky rants, new section of the show. Do not get me started. Please.
Imagine it. Can you imagine?
Just do not.
Every week, I think I'm going to pick a topic that's going to get him started.
No, because I'll get stressed.
Might lose viewers, and
I'll get
he doesn't need to
stressed.
stress. Yeah.
Right, so we're going to.